Hey classes, Mr. Shu here. I just wanted to reach out to say hi to all of you. Hopefully you guys are all doing well. Hopefully you're staying home. Hopefully you're staying safe. Um, but because of the coronavirus epidemic, we are trying to figure out as a school and as a community as to how you guys would still be able to get your education. And so today I'm testing out a video software that will allow me to cast my computer screen directly to you guys at home. I know how much you guys love Khan, but I'm also sure that you might want to see my face occasionally. Yeah, I know I haven't shaved recently, but it is what it is. When you're staying at home, you get a little lazy. But today I just wanted to do like a little bit of a test, giving you guys a lesson that I said I was going to give you on March 20th if we were still in school. And I'm just gonna go through some data on the coronavirus because that's what we do in math class is we look at numbers and what's more relevant than numbers on the current pandemic that we are all experiencing right now. So I just want to use world meter. Hopefully you can see my screen. Hopefully this works out. Um, but if you take a look right up here, right, um, the current number of cases for the coronavirus stands at 460,000 and 65. This is worldwide. The total number of people that have died that we know of is around 20,828. And the amount of people that have recovered is as shown below. Now, just so that you guys are aware, health experts and data experts have said that um, the number of coronavirus cases, the true number, is actually around 6 times that. So if you take that number approximately, like if you take the total number of cases worldwide, 4,600 approximately, you multiply it by at least six, between 6 and 10 times the amount. The number of people that it's approximated to have infected is around 2,760,000, possibly more than that. But that being said, we're going to stick with the official numbers for this analysis. So when you look at it, if you look at worldwide, right, um, what they are telling you right now is that the death rate is, between 3 to 4%, or 2 to 3%, and some people are saying lower. But that's not how I generally analyze data. Okay, and I can tell you the number is not illegitimate because they're taking the total number of deaths, the 20,000 that you see here, 828, and then they are dividing it by the total number of cases, 4,665. And the number that they're coming out with is around 4.5%. Okay. Now, this is the most recent. But as I was telling you guys the other day, you can't analyze the data like that, right? If you really, like, you have to also look at, well, the number of cases that have an outcome, right? And that's what we have here, the closed cases. So either they got better or they died. And if you look at that, the death rate is actually 15%. So that's extremely high. It's much higher than when we were in class, when we analyzed it in class. The last time we looked at it in class, it was around 8%, I believe. Um, yeah. So last time we were in class, we looked at remember on March 6th, we looked at the data. At that time, if you look, this was relatively linear at the time. And I said, if it's linear, then we probably won't face a pandemic. But most likely it's going to go exponential. According to our linear data, most of us predicted that it'd be around 150,000 cases on March 20th. But at March 20th, as you can see, we weren't in school at that time, right? It was already at 275,550, and it's only going higher. Um, yeah, so that is just so you guys are clear on that. Now you might be like, well, this is the whole world. Why do we care? Well, let's take a look at what's happening in the US. And right now, currently, if you are able to see my screen, um, right here, the US currently has over almost 63,000 cases. Now, remember what I said about that 63,000, right? 63,000. Most likely, if you multiply it, and this is a conservative estimate, remember that. If you if I take that and I multiply it by 6, that means the minimum amount is probably around this many 377,000 people that have it. Okay. Um, yeah. So, yeah, I know I said I was going to stick with the official numbers, but the official numbers are just who has been reported. Now, if we look relevant to us, right? Illinois has 1,535 reported cases. That's like the size of a large high school. So it's actually pretty large. And most of the cases are actually in Cook County, if we look at it, which is where we are located at the moment. If we look at the data of the US, it is clearly an exponential function. When I did run a regression on it, right? An exponential regression, just for those of you in my stats classes, when I ran an exponential regression on it, on this data in the calculator, it ended up being higher, or the curve was steeper than the exponential function. Okay. So please, I don't really have that much else to say at the moment because I'm kind of doing this on the fly, and I really just wanted to test to see uh, how this stuff works. But if you look again, we have a lot of cases in Illinois, and we all need to do our part in keeping this virus from spreading as much as possible. So again, I'm going to encourage all of you to please stay home, don't go out, don't get infected, and especially don't bring the virus to some of the older people that you love because they are at higher risk than you and me. Um, that being said, miss you all. I hope you guys all stay safe, and I pray that we will all be able to go back to school soon. Bye.